Summer 2018, the time of Thanos memes, the World Cup hosted by Russia, and Greta Thunberg.
How dare you!
And also, a tiny indie game that was gaining some popularity called
Fortnite. The female Fortnite. Fortniting and Fortniters.
Loser.
Gotta be.
I can't wait to drop off the battle bus and meet some of you on the battlefield in Fortnite.
Fortnite in 2018, where Ninja and Myth were actually relevant. The game that took over the entire gaming landscape in less than a year. The core gameplay loop was more addicting than Walter White's Glass. The YouTube scene on the game was almost the sole reason Minecraft was dethroned from its pedestal as the uncontested YouTube king. Until it eventually came back, worse off.
One of those viewers is your mother.
For the older gamers, Fortnite was like the Halo 3 or Modern Warfare 2 of our generation. It was glorious. Now, let's jump to the present and see how many people are interested in Fortnite.
That's quite big.
Fortnite, in its current state, has steadily declined not only in its player base, but also in its reputation as a multiplayer game, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better anytime soon. But before we dive into why this happened, let's go back and see what made Fortnite so special in the first place. The Battle Royale formula motivated players to try their best to shoot every other 11-year-old boy in the lobby to be the last man standing. It encouraged people to constantly get better and play more to beat other players for that sweet victory royale. The Scar was the most lucrative weapon that you could obtain, and people would run away just from hearing the weapon's shots. The Double Pump was a highly effective method of killing people in Season 3, and being able to pull it off meant that you were extremely skilled in the game, and you could most likely beat everyone else in the lobby. On the other hand, if you weren't able to pull it off, you would definitely be on the receiving end of it. The main thing that differentiated Fortnite from every other battle royale was its building mechanic. By breaking structures in the game, you would get materials that you could build with. This added another layer of complexity onto the gameplay, and invoked creative ways to kill your enemies without seeming unfair. The building mechanic separated the average player and the pros of the game. The skill ceiling was high enough that more experienced players could wipe the floor with lesser experienced players, but it was low enough for the average Joe to be able to get as good without putting their entire life into it. The constant updates to the map, story, and gameplay did wonders for the game's survivability in the highly contentious market that was Battle Royale. Season 3 teased the asteroid that would hit the Fortnite island. As it got bigger and bigger, theories and hype around Season 4 were at an all-time high. The meteor hit the island, and Season 4 had finally been dropped with an all-new battle pass. New locations like Dusty Divot and Risky Reels, with older map locations being affected by the meteor. The new season also added hop rocks, jetpacks, stink bombs, the drum gun, and the Infinity Gauntlet. One of the biggest games in the world having a collab with the most hyped up movie ever? This was crazy back in the day. You see, crossovers weren't really a thing in Fortnite up to this moment, but now it feels like they're everywhere in the game. The Marvel crossover set a precedent for other IP holders to follow suit, leading these Fortnite crossovers to become more and more common, which in turn made them feel less special. Imagine telling someone back then that Ariana Grande would be holding a lightsaber while fighting Thor with an Among Us backpack rolling around in a big ball. Back then, these crossovers were groundbreaking, but now they feel more corporate. Like, this picture looks like a clickbait thumbnail from 2018. This is a real thing now. Okay, back to positives. The main thing that made Fortnite such an amazing game had nothing to do with the actual game. It was the sense of community that it invoked. It was exciting seeing everyone talking, playing, and just having a good time playing this game. It united people away from the real world and gave them an outlet to socialize and meet new people. YouTubers, streamers, and all sorts of internet personalities all united under one common interest, which all led up to Ninja playing a Fortnite game with Drake. This is what Fortnite did. It united people to just have a good time, regardless of your social status or wealth. Personally, for me, it gave me some of my best friends that I will know forever. All of this hype and setup in Season 4 culminated into one single event, the rocket launch. The finale of Season 4 is the best gaming moment to ever exist. What Epic was trying to pull off here was literally never done before. It encapsulates everything that made Fortnite so special. The entire community all gathered to witness a huge event. This was a point where Fortnite peaked. This moment is a moment that no game ever will be able to pull off again. The hype, the live aspect, the theories, the story of the entire game, and the community that built it up. You really had to be there. Fortnite, at its prime, was the best game of all time. And this showed it.
Corn out, boys! Get the popcorn out! Bro, everyone dead! Oh, God! Oh, my God! Like a bird! God, I literally made it in time in about 30 seconds to go. Where is the rocket gonna go? Imagine what happens if you get hit by the rocket.
Weissmeyer?
What is going on? Tilted! Holy!
Oh! Oh! Oh my God!
Season 5 rolled around and it carried on the legacy for a while. It added golf carts, new guns, new huge additions to the map, and the community thrived. But after that, Season 6 was a forgettable one, as it added zombies to the mix, and those were just annoying. Season 7 added the Infinity Sword, which did not go over so well. And the hype that Fortnite had built up for the last year declined as it steadily began to lose players, instead of attracting them. Season 8 and 9 were plagued with bad new items that were added to the game, like the Ballers and Combat Shotgun. And need to remind you what happened in Season X. Chapter 2 had a massive spike in player interest, but it went straight back down to a point where it has never recovered from. These last few years of Fortnite's decline can be attributed to a few things: the competitive scene slowly disappearing, bad additions to the game, and an overall lack of interest over time. But the main thing that has turned Fortnite from a peak of this to the low that it is in right now is the downfall of the Fortnite community. It went from a bubbling, fresh, excited group of players just looking for a good time to now just being generally the most toxic game ever. Its free-to-play nature let anyone with a good enough gaming setup to jump in and play. It quickly attracted a lot of very small children to the game, and the competitive nature fostered these kids to become whiny babies and blame their teammates. Since children don't have a frontal lobe in their brain, they believe that they are always in the right, and their teammates are always the one who are in the wrong. This constant blaming of other people created a toxic mindset among these children, and since there was no one to reprimand them for their actions, they kept on doing it. And it starts to get really annoying. This has led to more older gamers to leave Fortnite for more appealing games like Apex or Rocket League, as the main demographic for those games weren't children. This, and a lot of other factors, led to Fortnite's decline. The game is still very much alive by the 11-year-olds still pumping oxygen into it, but the soul and the sense of community in the game has long been forgotten. Season 1 through 5 were a blast. The memories of 2018 will forever be with me, and I don't think there will ever be a game like Fortnite ever again.